The Griffin Lightning 25 exercises are currently underway in Estonia, where NATO allies are testing their operational readiness and deployment capabilities. We are now joined by Beatty, the commander of the Canadian Artillery Forces. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, no problem.
My first question, I suppose, would be what are some of the key lessons which Canadians have already learned from the exercises which have been carried out to date?
Absolutely. So we've learned all kinds of things about working together with our allies on NATO exercises. So key for us is interoperability with all of the allied nations so we can demonstrate strength and unity of NATO.
And so what format are the Canadians actually stationed in the Baltic region as? What are the key formats which inform your presence here?
So we are a unit that belongs to Multinational Brigade Latvia, which is based in Latvia. So Canada is the framework nation for that forward land force as part of an agreement with Latvia. And that's our key area where we're based out of on a regular basis. So we're up here in Estonia to do this exercise, but most of the time we're down there in Latvia.
So considering that you're stationed across the border in Latvia, what are some of the key challenges which you may have encountered on the way? And also, generally speaking, in what format are these exercises kind of helping you to inform, or the experiences are helping you to inform in how to go about on future deployment possibilities?
So this ground here that we have to use in the exercise is the real ground that we intend to deter and defend. So the fact that we have to move all of our equipment from Latvia across the border and work between nations as partners is excellent. It gives us all kinds of training value, and it gives us all kinds of key lessons that we take aboard, pass on to all other Canadians and all other units within the brigade. And we gain a lot of information militarily, from these exercises.
And so if you could maybe disclose this, what have been some of the key lessons that you've managed to learn so far during the exercises?
Well, key things we learned is how to do fire support together, right? So as an artillery unit, we are trying to engage in fires, which is well known. And it takes quite a bit of coordination to get that done effectively. Some of those key lessons is doing it with other nations like the Estonians. We're learning a lot about their equipment. They're learning how we do some of our processes. And that together, really joins that kind of shared collaboration and commitment to the mission.
And are there any particular expectations or any particular lessons that you, considering that the exercises are going to continue to be underway for the next couple of days, are there any particular lessons that you hope will emerge from them as well in terms of future operations or future exercises?
So in the next few days, we'll continue, the scenario. And as the opposing force, we hope to get out a lot of movement and deployment of our guns and a lot of key artillery tactics that we think will be relevant in Ukraine conflict today and against Russia. So.
And my final question, I suppose, considering the geographical distance between Canada and Ukraine, what are some of the, key driving reasons behind Canada's presence in the Baltics currently, and some of the key reasons driving your presence in these exercises?
So Canada made a commitment in 2022 in the Madrid summit, and to grow a battle group, which we were leading at the time in Latvia, to a brigade, and we're steadfast in that commitment. So the Canadian soldiers, they joined to deploy. They're all volunteer, and they know that the reality over here in the Baltics is different than it is in Canada, and they're set in their mission to deter and defend and make sure that the border stays as it is, and that we as NATO are stronger.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thanks.